Great. Go ahead.
Okay, the main thing about ingredients is that you use, if you can do it, non-GMO. Here I have non-GMO confectionery sugar. Here I have non-GMO light brown sugar. Now this stuff is easily found in the store and doesn't always cost more. The next thing I use is non-GMO flour. And it's also unbleached, self-rising. I've already put 2 cups of butter, which is 2 sticks of butter, in the bowl. Now I'm going to grate some oranges. I ran across this recipe when I was making shortbread cookies. I said, you know, instead of just putting confectionery sugar in it, I think I'll put some light brown sugar in it. So I used the same amount of sugar, I just used half confectionery and half light brown. And it turns out to be a little bit chewier, and boy do they taste good. When grating, you don't always get enough zest to give it the full orange flavor, but it really helps. So to add to that, I use orange extract as well, because I want the orange flavor to come out. Now these cookies and this dough that you're making needs to be refrigerated for at least a half hour before you cook it. Now I'm going to add in approximately a tablespoon of orange extract. I use a little bit more than a teaspoon because I really like the orange flavor. Remember, all I have in here now is butter, zest of orange, and orange extract. Now I'm going to put in brown sugar and measure out half a cup of brown sugar. It's light brown sugar. It's not easy to measure brown sugar, but I think I got it almost perfect. Now I'm going to finish off my cup with confectionery sugar. Okay, I have just a little bit more, and I'll have a whole cup. And the thing is this recipe is not overly sweet. Now I'm going to dump this in here. Always remember to mix your sugars and your liquids together first. I'm going to add my flour, and I want to get 2 cups of flour. This is an easy recipe because it's 1 cup, and 2 cups. 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of butter, and 2 cups of flour. I don't add my flour in all at once. I put a little bit in and stir it up. The thing about stirring is you can use an electric mixer. Sometimes I get a little bit lazy because then I have to pull that thing out and it's heavy. Or you can use your fingers because you want to get the right consistency of the dough. This is not mixed thoroughly, but if I go like this and mix it with my fingers, it's going to get wet enough to roll. You can see it's already starting to come together. Once you feel like you've got your dough to the right consistency, lay out some saran wrap, Glad wrap, whatever you want to call it, the plastic wrap, and put your dough inside your wrap. Remember, I said this has to be refrigerated. Even if it is a little crumbling sometimes, it's okay because you're going to roll it. The thing is, it needs to be tacky, but not sticky. You can see that it's really not sticking to my fingers that bad. Put it all in there. Now, we're going to roll it, which is not hard to do at all. You just smush it down, bring your saran wrap over to this side, then to this side, like you're going to wrap it, and then do it right inside the saran wrap. That way you're not getting a mess all over your kitchen counter, and the saran wrap hugs it. Now you can roll it into a round shape. I like a square shape. Once you've got it in a shape that you want, and you can feel that it's consistently put together, sticking together nice, then you're going to put this in the refrigerator for at least a half hour. Now, if you want to store it longer, you can. This can be stored up to 2 to 3 days in the refrigerator. And if you wrap it better and put it airtight, you can store it in the freezer for 2 to 3 months. Okay, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for a half hour. When I bring it out, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to slice the cookies about 3/5 of an inch. Remember, or a half inch. Do not go a whole inch, because then they'll be too thick. Another thing you can do before you put it in the slice it is you could roll it. You could roll it in almonds, cut almonds. You can roll it in sesame seeds. You could roll it in sprinkles for the kids. But basically, that's all there is to it. So I hope you enjoyed. This was Dancing in the Kitchen, Part 1. And I have many other parts that I can share with you about dancing in the kitchen, because it's really fun to cook and it's really easy. Thank you very much.